It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Chubb on the counter.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The Browns have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly lose a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 33. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think they're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. To throw is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready?
A give running right is Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From midfield, here's Brady.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Some space here, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I spent this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd landing at the Browns' 15-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. In motion left is Watkins. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Quez
is Watkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14,
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
It's second down.
Hey, go 66. Alert!
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One more time with Patterson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Hey, check it. Regular.
Now Brady.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll field this at the 5. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They're going to look to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
They'll run with Patterson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Fourth down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Chubb running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. 65 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 32 yards. You're an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Brought down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Number 28, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Ready, set.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Patterson on the draw play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage, because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
After the sack on first down, Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
6 yards left on second down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
From the 36, Brady. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Throwing now is Brady. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
They'll try to run with Patterson.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next